over half of kids 13 and under have social media at their fingertips, according to the media watchdog Ofcom. Recently, though, there's been a resurgence of what I've always called the brick phone, which sends and receives text messages and makes and receives calls. And that's it. Following in the footsteps of some other secondary schools, Eton College recently announced it's giving its first-year students brick phones for the first time this September. I'm here in Bournemouth to see what parents and their kids think about switching their smartphones for brick phones.
I guess the distraction of phones in classrooms and stuff like that is probably quite a big one for teachers. So, yeah, that sounds like it could be a good way of keeping kids connected to their parents in a way they need to be.
I grew up with no phone, and I would tell my children that when I was their age, I didn't know what a mobile phone was. So it's all you to us as parents.
Do you think it affects attention span and focus?
Yeah, absolutely. In classrooms, you know, where I teach, the phone is always there. Always there. They can't leave it.
We're going to try and postpone it as long as we can for her.
Interesting, you say try and postpone it.
Smartphone-wise, I mean, she'll definitely still have some sort of like mobile device, but it's the access to the internet in general. And I think just like for like a little like developing mind, it's not. I don't think it's good for them to have all of that access.
If you could just flick a switch and just get rid of smartphones completely, would you flick that switch?
They're really useful for me as parents, kind of knowing where they are.
I think the way it's at the moment is how it should be, or change or take a step back, I think.
If we gave you just something that you could make texts and calls on, how would you feel about that?
Not happy.
Not happy? Why? What would the problem be with that, do you think?
Can't really, play games.
A lot of children do have phones, so I want to know how their parents manage their use.
We have talked to the kids. They're not allowed their phones after at bedtime. The phones are switched off.
What's the plan for the holidays? Have you got a strategy for phone time?
He tends to use it actually more during term time in the evenings when we're at home, because he's been out all day at school. Holidays will be out and about more, football, things like that.
Would you rather be playing football or on your phone?
Football.
Yeah.